All right, everyone. As we start today, we are going to get a couple things set up to make just the overall process of using Photoshop and saving files consistently a little bit easier and just have everything set up before we get too far along. First thing that we're going to do is you're going to get a folder set up in your U drive. Essentially, what your U drive is it is a server-based storage that's through the school Wi-Fi. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the file browser or file explorer, then you're going to go to this PC. For you all, you are going to look, there's going to be a student drive down here. It's going to be a U drive, and then what you're going to do is it should have your username on that. You're going to click into there. Mine will look a little bit different than yours, but once you have that opened up, it'll be that U drive with your student username. Once you have that opened up, what I want you to do is have you make a folder for this class. So what you label it is up to you. Usually what I'll do is do the period and then digital drawing. But once you have that made, you can go into there. For right now, you don't really need to do anything past this point. That said, if you are somebody that does like to have just like a lot of like file management, you can also make a folder for like projects, one for reference photos, one for smaller assignments, and then you can have that all easily organized. But for what I want for today is I want you to find that U drive, make that period 8 digital drawing folder so that as we go into Photoshop, you are going to save to that server drive. This makes it so if your your Surface happens to either break, malfunction, we can log you onto a different device and still pull up your project. Right now, they are discontinuing the cloud sync that they've been doing through Adobe, and it hasn't been that great for school systems anyway. So make sure you get this set up. It's going to help you in the long run and make it a lot easier. So get that set up. If when you go into this PC, you are not seeing that U drive with your student ID, let me know. There's a little bit of an issue with a couple students last year where if the device connects to the wrong Wi-Fi, it doesn't recognize the server, it doesn't read the server. So let me know. It's a pretty quick fix, but if you are having issues, let me know sooner rather than later. And then the second thing that I'm going to have you do today is I'm going to have you pin Photoshop to your Windows bar. For doing that, you're going to find Photoshop. For most of you, it should just appear in this general menu. You're going to be looking for the icon PS and then Adobe Photoshop 2023. If it's not popping up right away, if you just type in Photoshop, it should be that result, and you're going to look under apps. So you'll get that opened up. And then usually the first time that you log in through your account, it does take a little bit longer. You're going to be looking for this loading screen. And then while this is loading, I can get this pinned in here. So I'm going to double click or right click, and I'm going to do pin to taskbar so that every time that I log in, this is always going to appear down here, and then you're not always having to search for it. So pretty simple step on that end. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to get logged in to Adobe Photoshop. You're going to use your school email. With this, most of the time it doesn't let you use the continue with Google. Sometimes it will, and then it's going to open up a new browser window. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to log in with your school email. It's going to bring you to the portal. You're going to log in there as well. And then you shouldn't have the 2-point verification, if I remember right. And then you're going to do a company or school account. It's going to do this, and you can close that tab. and then it should be good to go, and you should hopefully never have to log in again. If when you click that continue with Google, and if it doesn't do anything at all, what you're going to do is you are going to go back to that main login screen. You're going to type in your email, and then it's essentially going to prompt the browser to open. You're going to do that same thing where you log in through email, log in through the Omni portal, and then it should just loop you back into Adobe Photoshop. Again, let me know if you're having issues with this. This is like the one login with these devices that does take a little bit of time. So do let me know if you're having issues. Otherwise, those are the 3 things for today: getting your U drive set up, pinning Photoshop to your taskbar, and then logging into Adobe so that when we start going in with a file tomorrow, you are all set and ready to go. Otherwise, when I get exited out of there, just double check, make sure Photoshop did get pinned. It should stay down here. If it didn't, then you want to go back and get that in. Otherwise, I believe that is everything. I'm going to talk you through the rest of our agenda. Otherwise, that will be it. Thank you.